Hey, hello and good day everyone. So today we will discuss naman about Theorem 1.6 of the parallelograms. The Theorem 1.6 it states that if the quadrilateral is a parallelogram, then the diagonals divides the quadrilateral into two congruent triangles. Example here, now we have ABCD. If measure of angle CAB is equal to 48 degrees and measure of angle ABC is 87 degrees, find measure of angle ACB. Okay? So dito sa Theorem 1.6, no, sinasabi na sa yung parallelogram, or you mean kung yung quadrilateral sa parallelogram, then yung diagonals niya nagdi-divide divides the quadrilateral into two congruent triangles. As you can see here, we have only one diagonal, and this diagonal divides the quadrilateral into two equal triangles. We have triangle ABC and triangle ADC. Now, if measure of angle CAB is 48 degrees and measure of angle ABC is 87, what is measure of angle ACB? Okay? So since nakapag-form tayo ng triangle dito, no? We need to use this formula, no? The angle addition postulate, or the sum of the angles of interior angles of a triangle, no? CAB is 48, ABC is 87, ACB is unknown, equal to 180 degrees. 180 degrees because this is the sum of the angles of the triangle. Now, 48 plus 87, that would be equal to 135 degrees, plus measure of angle ACB equal to 180. Transpose 135, then we have measure of angle ACB is equal to 180 minus 135. 180 minus 135, that would be equal to 45 degrees. So your ACB is 45 degrees. Another one, if measure of angle 1 is 42 degrees and measure of angle 4 is 64 and measure of angle B 74, find measure of angle 2, 3, and D. Now, here, no? Okay, so dito sa figure na to, no? Nandito si 1, 2, 3, 4. No, yung 1 now is 42, yung 4 is 64. And your angle B is 74. Find measure of angle 2, 3, and angle D. Okay? Since we have a diagonal AC here and it divides into two congruent triangles which are triangle ABC congruent to triangle CDA. Okay? Now, mangyayari, measure of angle 1 here is congruent to measure of angle 3. Okay, and measure of angle 2 is congruent to measure of angle 4. And then, measure of angle B is congruent to measure of angle D because B and D are opposite angles. Okay? So it is very easy now to find the angle measures. Now, measure of angle 1, bakit naging congruent to measure of angle 3? Because A and C are opposite angles. Now, if we make a diagonal here, therefore, measure of angle 2 has two parts, 1 and 4. Angle C has two parts, 2 and 3. Now, kung mapapansin nyo sa forma ng angle, no? Mas maliit yung 1 sa 4, dito naman mas maliit yung 3 sa 2. Okay, therefore, since they A and C are congruent, therefore 1 and 3 as an alternate interior angles is congruent, and then 4 and 2 as an alternate interior angles also is congruent. Okay, way back doon sa transversal, alternate interior angles. Now, substitute your angle 1 to 42, no? Okay, they are equal kasi nga congruent. And then your measure of angle 3 here is equal to 42 degrees. Next, measure of angle 2 congruent to measure of angle 4. They are equal. Then your measure of angle 2 here, your angle 4 here is 64 degrees. Therefore, your measure of angle 2 is also 64. Next, measure of angle B is congruent to measure of angle D. Substitute your measure of angle B to 74. Therefore, your measure of angle D is also 74 degrees. So that's it. Or kung hindi niyo kabisado to, no? Pwede niyo i-apply yung triangle, no? Here, angle 1 given is 42, angle B 74, find your angle 2. Oh, 74 to from angle 42 plus 74, then subtract it to 180, then the difference would be the value of D. Okay? The next, angle B and angle D. No, they are opposite angles. So if your B is 74, angle D is also 74. No? And then 64 plus 74, the sum of it, subtract natin sa 180, and then the difference would be the measure of angle 3. Okay? So pwedeng ganun yung process. Pakita ko para na magets nyo. Okay? Okay, ganito yon. Dito tayo sa triangle ABC. No? For triangle ABC. And then, here, measure of angle 1, and then measure of angle B plus measure of angle 2 equal to 180 degrees. Okay. So that is for triangle ABC, no? And then substitute natin your measure of angle 1 here is 42. Your measure of angle B is 74. Six. Okay, 42 plus 74, we have 116. Okay. We will remove this one para may space. And then your measure of angle 2 here. Okay, 180 minus 116. That would be equal to 64. Tama? Okay, tama. 64. Okay? See? Nakuha natin yung measure of angle 2. Another way of solving to, ha? It's up to you kung anong gagamitin nyo. Kung this one or yung una kong diniscuss. Now, punta naman tayo kay triangle. Kay triangle. Triangle ADC. Okay? For triangle ADC, measure of angle 3 plus measure of angle 4 is equal to measure of angle D. Yung space eh. Yan. Ito na lang. Yan, para ano. Okay, ADC here. And this one is angle 3. And this one is angle 4. And this one is angle D. Now, your measure of angle 3 is unknown. No? So, copy natin to. Your measure of angle 4 here is 64. Your measure of angle D here, again, B and D are opposite angles. If your B is 74, therefore your D is also 74 degrees. Okay? 64 plus 74, that would be equal to, parahin ko to. Okay? That would be equal to 138. Tama? Then subtract it to 180. So 180 minus 138, that would be equal to, your measured angle 3 is 42. Okay? So equal siya kay measured angle 1. So that is the another way to solve, no? But it's up to you kung itong gusto nyo or yung una kong ginawa. Okay? Now, number 3 example. If measured angle CAB is equal to x plus 20 degrees and measured angle ABC, ito yung CAB ha, CAB is x plus 20, your measured angle ABC is 4x, your ACB is 3x, find the angles. Now, again, since nasa triangle ABC tayo, no? We will use this formula. Measured angle CAB plus measured angle ABC plus measured angle ACB is equal to 180 degrees. Substitute your CAB to x plus 20 degrees, ABC to 4x, ACB to 3x equal to 180 degrees. Now, remove muna natin yung degrees so that we can find the value of x. Combine the similar terms. We have x plus 4x plus 3x plus 20 equal to 180. Okay, x plus 4x plus 3x, that would be equal to 8x equal to 180 transpose 20. Then we have here negative 20. 180 minus 20 is equal to 160. Then divide both sides by 8. Cancel this out. We have x is equal to 160 divided by 8 is equal to 20. Okay? And then, here, if your x is 20, okay, your measured angle CAB is equal to x plus 20. Substitute your x to 20. 20 plus 20, that would be equal to 40 degrees. Okay? Next, measured angle ABC is equal to 4x degree. Your x here is 20, so you have 4 times 20. That would be equal to 80 degrees. Next, measured angle ACB is equal to 3x degree. Substitute your x to 20, so you have 3 times 20. That would be equal to 60 degrees. Okay? So, nakuha na natin isa-isa, no? Now, here, in next triangle naman, no? Since triangle ABC is congruent to triangle CDA, therefore, measured angle ABC is equal to measured angle CDA. If your ABC is 80 degrees, therefore, your measured angle ADC, I'm right here. Tama, kasi binaligtad ko lang, no? CDA and ADC are similar lang, no? As long as press yung gitna, okay lang mag-interchange yung dalawang gilid. Therefore, that is equal to 80 degrees. And then, measure of angle BCA. BCA is equal to DAC. If your BCA is 60, therefore your DAC is also 60. Okay? Next, if your measure, here, your BAC is equal to DCA. If your BAC is 40, then your DCA is 40 degrees. Okay? Now, exercise tayo. Given the parallelogram dies, find the following. Now, for number 1, if measured angle 1 is 56 degrees and measured angle I is 49 degrees, what is measured angle 3? Wow. No, I and 1. Nasa triangle DIC tayo, no? Here, measured angle 1 plus measured angle I plus measured angle 3 is equal to 180 degrees. Substitute your 1 to 56, your I to 49, your 3 unknown pa, no? Then 56 plus 49, that would be equal to 105. Then transpose it to the other side. Then we have 100, measured angle 3 equal to 180 degrees minus 105. That would be equal to 75. So your 3 here is 75. Okay? Next, triangle DIC is congruent to triangle CID. No? If measure of angle 1 here is 56 and measure of angle I is 49, what about naman yung measure of angle 4 natin? Now, here, as an alternate interior angles, your angle 1 and angle 4 are congruent. And if they're congruent, they are equal. If your measure of angle 1 is 56, therefore, your measure of angle 4 is also 56. Okay? Next, if measure of angle 2 here is 2x minus 9 degrees, and measure of angle 3 is 67, what is x? Okay? Now, in triangle DIC is congruent to triangle CED, no? Therefore, alternate interior angles here is equal to, no, measure of angle 2 is congruent to measure of angle 3 because they are alternate interior angles. Okay? And they are also equal. Substitute your 2 to 2x minus 9 degrees, your 3 to 67. Remove the degree signs, no? Then transpose negative 9 to the other side. We have 2x equal to 67 plus 9 is equal to 76. Then divide both sides by 2, cancel this out. Then we have x is equal to 76 divided by 2 is 38. Okay? So that's it. Thank you for listening. And again, don't forget to answer your exercises. Your quiz and assignment to be follow na. Okay, that's all. Goodbye and God bless.